Rồi con mèo nè, em ơi. Ê, nựng ra không? Ê, con này nè. Ui sao chỗ này nhiều mèo dữ vậy? Chỗ này con nữa. Ê đi mẹ. Nhiều mèo phải thôi. Quá đại rồi kìa đấy làm gì vậy? Kìa. Tập tiếp theo của series Hogwarts Galaxy. Đầu má tập trước là Hồng đang đi gọi là thăm cái làng Hogwarts thì đâu ra hai thằng nồi troll nó đập mình thấy hoẹ luôn. Má phải có một âm mưu gì sau đó. Sau đó là thằng nhỏ mới gọi là đi khám phá cái gì? Khám phá cái vùng gọi là vùng kín của cái thư viện ở cái vùng bị giới hạn của cái thư viện. Ok, không biết là cái gì đang chờ đợi mình. Vút thôi. Yeah. Hogwarts Galaxy Epilogue Game Medal Set. Ok, chiến thôi. Không biết tập đây làm gì ta. À, mình hồi bữa là mình tham gia cái vùng kín của cái thư viện rồi. Về chắc mình đi về. Ủa, what the hell, trong này là gì? Qua quét mình thử.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Lột mà cái tượng rồi cái nó quay.
Than someone trying to slay a horned tail. And then in the end, it didn't shrink.
What didn't shrink?
The purse. I thought it was Mokeskin, but I'd obviously.
Dẹp giáo sư ấy trước đi.
By the vendor.
Ơi, thằng này chơi đàn này. Canon Indie. Thằng này chơi Canon Indie. Thôi mọi người nghe xíu. Rồi giờ đi ra tiếp tục Ông này ông nào ta? Nhìn chán đời á. Ê, cái lỗ chìa khóa này. Chắc là phải có một cái bí mật gì đó để mơ cái chỗ chìa khóa này. Giờ chạy qua phạm giáo sư Fix. Gì vậy cha?
Off on another adventure, are we?
Còn đi xung quanh phạm quán có gì không? Ấy.
Reparo.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood? Makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
What the hell? Cái bút gì vậy ta? Cuốn sách gì ta?
Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some
Cuốn sách
time.
của Dr. Strange bị rách mấy trang.
I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return.
Ok.
And don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Wait, complete Ton and Tripolate.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Nhiều nhiệm vụ với ta. Bây giờ em coi bật là mình có bao nhiêu nhiệm vụ rồi. Nhiều lắm, nhớ nhiều rồi nè, đóng như luôn nè. Thì attain herbology class đi. Đi học trước đây, mình học sinh mà, không phải đi học. Rồi cũng mau nè, em ơi. Ê. Nở ra không? Nha. Ê con này nè. Ui sao chỗ này nhiều mèo vậy? Chỗ này con nữa. Ê đi mẹ. Nhiều mèo vãi nồi. What the hell? Chỗ này là gì? What the hell?
Awful when they ask you a question though, isn't it? Grubby little
Ủa đây là
faces.
gì ta?
I'll just die.
Đủ má. Con này.
In trouble are we? Been up to no good?
Đủ má. Ê, đi gì đây? Gì đây?
Revelio.
Painting of Illinois Guy Bay. This painting depicts a young orphan wizard, Ilias, who famously saved his entire village from an army of Dementor and Dark Wizard, Raxidian by conjuring a mouse patronus. Ok, đây là cái bức tranh mà đã vẽ một cái thằng bé gọi là một côi ở phù thủy, mình nói là phụ nữ luôn, tên là Ilias. Đọc không biết đọc đúng hay không là Ilias. Thì cái thằng Ilias này á, nó nổi tiếng bởi vì nó cứu cả ngôi làng của nó khỏi một bầy gọi là Dementors, tức là bầy giám mục Azkaban á. Thì và với lại một cái tên với lại một cái tên phù thủy nữa là phù thủy hắc ám nữa là Raxidian. Thì cái ông cứu bằng cách nào? Ông triệu hồi một cái con thần hộ vệ hộ mệnh hình con chuột kiểu vậy. Gì nữa đây?
Revelio.
Này trong này có gì không? Bữa này là gì ta?
That youngun's now a teacher herself. It's a wonder she's not gobbled up by her own fanged geranium. Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
I don't mind saying that I find it hard.
Làm cái nữa.
Revelio.
Đồ mà cái đây là đây là người sói đấu với lại người sói đấu với lại cái gì cái gì kỳ lân hả? Herbology, lớp thực vật học quá. Đồ mà đẹp quá. Wow, ơi, quá đẹp. Ở đây là gì? Ồ. Begin quest. Bà cô đây quá, bà cô mình mới sao nhìn giống cái con
Good morning, Professor Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear.
Professor Garlic,
Today's class.
Professor Toy.
A little treat for your auntie.
Hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bowl. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting potting tables. You can all get started. I need to have a brief word with our new student.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
I should think Professor Garlick would be more careful with the mandrakes.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbage at it, and they'll do the rest.
Làm sao được tấn công ra?
Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
Did you know that you can use the mandrake to defend yourself? Why, the very idea.
Water, soil...
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Hope those mandrakes are really relishing their new pots. Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
Rồi, có nhiệm vụ gì nữa không?
I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Hello, Lenora. Could you remind me what's so special about that empty painting?
It's not necessarily special, as far as I can tell. It's some sort of puzzle that I'm trying to work out. Have a look if you're of a mind. Perhaps you can spot a clue that I've missed.
Game. Có một cái nhiệm vụ là mình phải đi tìm nhiệm vụ phụ là mình phải đi tìm một cái painting cho con này, một cái bức tranh.
Never shuts up about you.
Liar.
Revelio.
The statue with an in cái gì? Cơ bản là đây là một cái bức tượng của ông George Gregory the Smartly. Thì ông đây ông chớp ra một cái potion là ai uống nó vô á thì sẽ tin cái người mà đưa cái chai potion đó vô là bạn tốt, best friend.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident?
Revelio.
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
I've seen all of that on Professor Sharp's desk. I bet he knows more than he's letting on about the Goblin Rebellion.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Ông này giống say rượu luôn á, giống mấy anh cha nghiện rượu hơn là giáo sư.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Má. Oh no.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippins, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
Professor Sharp said that Wigan-Weld potion...
My parents considered Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about...
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fruit feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Ok, thằng này nó nhờ mình lấy cái lông gì đấy vô đủ không mẹ, lỡ vô ra vô.
Potion should not be that color. Remember, precision is key when brewing potions.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot coming from a fellow Ravenclaw. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Here's the Fwopper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you! This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Edurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
Endo potion. Lâu quá. Gì mà lâu dữ trời. Xong rồi nè.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and... That's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to... Ah!
Get it! What the hell? Kìa đấy làm gì vậy?
Dragon Tongue! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor, again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Xong. Lớp potion xong. Đừng nói nãy làm gì.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp was annoyed, but we sorted it out. No harm.
Cheers to that. He probably had a good chuckle after we left. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
Coi thử còn quét nào không. Gặp con nách cái ô này đi.
Arthur VI tried conjuring a pillow.
Revelio.
Hello there.
Hai gái giỡn nè. Mấy cái tượng này là bảo vệ Hogwarts nè. Ê đủ má, cái ông nào bị
Revelio.
Này là gì? This set amount belong to Sir Scattercron the Headless, who unwisely challenged a mountain troll to a game of musical chair vler. Được gặp con ô nai gì mà đủ mấy sắp đi xe vậy ta? Nếu có cái gì travel, fast travel hết ta. Ồ má, vậy là mình phải chạy với chị không là chỗ đó thiệt rồi. Gặp con ô nai gì ngoài đây thôi. Có cái thần chú gì lướt đi rồi không ta? Ê, nhà của bác Hagrid này, vô coi nha bác Hagrid. Độ mới đóng cửa rồi.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
What the hell? Nhà bác Hagrid này đúng không ta? Vô coi thử. Ủa, ông đi đâu mẹ rồi? Bác đi đâu? Đều hình như cái này ba không có bác Hagrid.
I should investigate.
Sao đơn nhạc gì hấp dẫn gì đấy?
It is good to see you, my friend.
Sao hôm nay có gì không em?
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?